What is going on? It's the Narrow Talk 23. I'm back with another video. Before we get into the video, YouTube, I need you to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. Turn that post notification bell while you at it, man. Ooh, so as we know, a couple weeks ago, a couple months or whatever, Sharife finally got signed to an NBA team, man. He gonna be with the Cavaliers. We all know, you know Sharife, man. You know what he went through before he got to the NBA. McKeitron, Auburn, played like 5 games there. Still got drafted, went to Atlanta. They waived him. He started dropping buckets on the Cleveland G League team, and now he is what it is. But we got a dark side of chasing your dream. Sharife Cooper, stunning growth, man. Let's get straight into it.
Little times you're going through now, and the little decisions you think don't matter, it definitely matters. So always be cautious of that.
See what you talking about, man.
Sharife Omar Cooper, born June 11th, 2001.
Fuck his face.
I still remember those slam days not so long ago with all the high school prodigies of the late 2010s being featured, and all seemed to have so much potential, at least a shot at achieving their NBA dream. Since then, I've been tuned into Sharife Cooper, and to be honest, I didn't see NBA in his game at the time. Not that he was overrated, but had a few major issues.
Let me just pause it. I don't know, before he gets into all this shit, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Sharife was one of them niggas where I was like, how the fuck is this nigga ranked so high and he ain't really doing shit? But it's like, once you, like, if you really watch and see what he's doing, it's like this nigga not even playing for real. And he'll go out there and drop 30 points. He won't even be doing shit that looks like he doing some crazy ass shit, but he's still, like, doing it. So it's like, you just gotta like really watch and see how you play, bro. Damn, start, nigga.
Time to enter the big leagues. But then he finally got to play at Auburn, and I could see what many were seeing. That this guy definitely could have a career in the NBA, the way he dominated the competition for the 12 games he did play in college. Yes, you heard that correctly. Just 12 games under his belt in the NCAA. 12 exciting games where he put up 20 points per, over 8 assists and 4 rebounds. What was more impressive was how he got to the paint at will with his quick moving feet, shifty ball handling, and ability to change direction. He was crafty and hungry still, but fighting a battle to even get on the court after the NCAA began investigating his eligibility, which cost him his first 12 games of his 1 year at Auburn. But Sharife didn't disappoint. He opened his career with 26 points and 9 assists, following that up with an even better 28 points, 12 assists, and 5 rebounds. I was honestly shocked to see what I thought was too slow-footed in high school and too low-motored, always looking sleepy on the court, was now fast and unstoppable off the dribble. He had also developed a chip on his shoulder I believe he needed instead of the laid-back persona he carried in high school that, although made him a 5-star recruit, was still just high school. He'd leave Auburn earlier than anyone expected after a small sample in college and be drafted in the second round of the 2021 NBA draft by the Atlanta Hawks. Since then, he's played 13 games in the NBA in 2 years and scored a total of 7 points. Sharife's story, in a lot of ways, is a good example of the pitfalls of circumstances as well as timing not being in the player's favor. He's most recently been waived by the Cleveland Cavaliers after an unnoteworthy 2023 Summer League where he averaged 4 points, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, and shot 18% from the field and 18% from 3. His options as of now will be to return to the G League in hopes he develops what scouts feel he's missing, or to embark on an overseas journey, one that means being outside the NBA umbrella in hopes an NBA team maybe takes notice. It ain't always making it to the league as soon as possible, but being ready to stay there. Sharife Cooper learned the hard way. Will he ever get back? We'll see. What happened? Let's talk about it. It's your boy JC started growth. Let's get it, man. Take a minute to like, subscribe, and comment on who I should do next. Sharife.
Say right here on Wednesday, the Cleveland Cavaliers announced they had signed Cooper Cooper went to training camp with Cleveland last year, but spent the 23 with the Cleveland Charge. Yeah. So yeah, man, he in there, man.
Sharife Cooper
he was dropping like 40 points a night.
From Newark, New Jersey, but moved to Atlanta at 6 years old. He has 2 sisters, one of which played in the WNBA, and a twin brother that plays basketball as well. Throughout high school, Sharife excelled immediately. As a freshman, he led his team to an almost undefeated record, and by sophomore year, was dropping 40 on top recruits. He really hit the radar as a junior, averaging 27 points, over 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals a game, winning the school's first state title. He was Georgia's Mr. Basketball and Gatorade Player of the Year for his state. He would go on to have a McDonald's All-American senior year, where not long after he left school, his jersey was retired as the most successful player in school history. Sharife chose Auburn for college ball, but held out by the NCAA to investigate if Cooper received illegal benefits tied to his sports agent father. He sat out 12 games.
I ain't gonna lie, if you know, bro, his dad had money before all that college shit. They tried to say that nigga got paid to go to Auburn, but his dad been had money. His dad been doing this shit. If you know, you know.
12 were his most exciting. Stunt number 1, leaving school too soon. This growth stunt has to be the most recurring when it comes to the NBA journey. On one side, I understand the mindset of leaving early because who knows what tomorrow holds, and if there's a small window of opportunity, we as people are taught to answer the door when it knocks. It takes a strong person to see your friends get to where you all talked about for years, only for you to still be at a level you feel you're better than. Add to that, making no money, as the NCAA was, right up to Sharife leaving school before summer 2021. A month later, NIL deals were approved and kids could accept benefits. A flawed system from the beginning, made by greedy individuals that never have to answer for their actions. In my opinion, Sharife absolutely should have stayed in school at least another year before jumping to the NBA. What you have to understand clearly, and you don't have to play in the NBA to know this, but in any walk of life, it's not about getting the job. It's about being valued enough at said job that you end up sticking around long term or leave on your own dime. Getting to the NBA seems cool, but if there's a chance you go in the dreaded second round, why not stay another year and dominate the competition even more? In Sharife's case specifically, barely 6 foot or under point guards enter the league every year. It's the most unneeded position in the history of the game. To be that, shoot 27% from 3, only play 12 games, and leave school with a losing record, with only a second round guarantee, spells a waste of time. Cooper simply wasn't experienced enough to give himself the best shot at staying in the league. Drafted, yes, but that's largely due to the YouTube and social media clout a prospect can get nowadays, but ready to compete for a job? I don't think so. No one wants to be taken second round because there's no surety in that. A team can release you at any time or send you to the G League half the season on two-way deals till you realize it would have been much easier to play another year in school. He would have dominated next to Jabari Smith Jr. and the roster Auburn had come in after he left, meaning a sure first-round pick the following year. But he chose immediate gratification, and it led to a rocky journey thus far. Stunt number 2, he
Jabari, KD.
The biggest problem Sharife faced outside his height was his three-point shot. He's always had a flat-footed, awkward hitch in his jump shot that improved in form over the years, but not in result. Every year he's been where they release stats to the public, he's been a poor shooter. In this day and age, that's just not going to work. He attempted 5 threes a game and made just one, good for 22% in college. To me, if I'm a GM in today's NBA, I'm not even considering a guy under 6 foot, limited experience, and shooting 22% from 3 in the era of the deep ball. No way. The 20 points and 8 assists are cool, but the liability on both ends of the floor would be too glaring to sink an investment into.
What the hell?
According to the G League, he couldn't shoot either. hosting over 4 a game in 2 seasons, making little over 1 a game, good for 31% year 1, and an improved 36% year 2. When he was called up and played in the league, he shot 6 threes and made 1 of them, good for 16%. Shooting can be improved over time and dedicated training, but combine that with lack of size and other options each year makes it hard for a team to commit. He was drafted in the 2nd round, 48th overall by the Atlanta Hawks and signed to a 2-way contract, but waived after year 1 and signed with the Cavaliers before they waived him and re-signed him in September 2023, only to waive him a month later, which is where we are now. Stunt number 3, the wrong situations. Sharife Cooper, with all the liability he brings, may have still benefited from being in a circumstance where there was opportunity at least. It's one thing you need as a 2nd round pick. It's almost better going undrafted. Then you can choose any circumstance you want. But Atlanta taking him when they already had an undersized point guard who's also there.
Just gonna go bad.
Choose any circumstance you want. But Atlanta
boom.
Taking him when they already had an undersized point guard who's also their star player and all-star means there was always a ceiling on what Sharife could offer there. This means most of his time in the G League or on Atlanta's bench when he could have used that year staying in school and for sure being a 1st round pick the year following, with Jabari Smith Jr. being a top 3 pick. His point guard would have definitely joined him in the 1st round. After Atlanta, I'm not sure why he decided to sign to another bad situation in Cleveland, where they have an all-star backcourt of 2 guys 6 foot and under. Like expected, he spent most his time in the G League. He's yet to play a game for the Cavaliers in the NBA. At the end of the 2023 training camp, still with 19 guys, the Cavs waived 7 players in total, and Sharife was one of them. Making that roster was always going to be a long shot because of the position he plays and his lack of size and shooting ability. All in all, Sharife Cooper, in my opinion, moved too fast and should have stayed in school. It led down an uncertain road, and by the looks of it, will lead to the G League or overseas for him for the foreseeable future. He has game, but the NBA isn't valuing him like they would have had he been a 1st round pick and could show his talents. But he declined the long route, and for these reasons, his growth is being stunted. Salute, much respect. It's your boy Jason.
This shit
Stunted
fucked
Growth.
up, bro. That nigga was cold in high school, bro. He ran Georgia, AAU and high school. AOT was lit too. Man, damn, bro. This NBA shit be on some other shit, bro. Like, I don't know, man. But YouTube, man, if you rock with the channel, man, go ahead and leave me a like, comment, subscribe. Catch me on the next